Let's bring in retired U.S. Navy Captain Chuck Nash. Chuck, it's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, John.
After, when you send an aircraft carrier into, the Caribbean, it's not just that ship, it's all of its escort ships. Is this just kind of a bit of saber rattling, or is it likely that there's going to be military force employed here?
Well, it could actually run the gamut, John. It could be just an exercise to see how quickly we can muster forces in the region to handle any kind of contingency. If you look at what President Trump has done in this second administration, it's really to reinvigorate the Monroe Doctrine. And he does not want Russia and he does not want China meddling in the Western Hemisphere. So by pulling all this together, does it send a signal? Yes, immediately. Because aircraft carriers are not defensive weapon systems. They are offensive weapon systems. So, in fact, if you look at the forces that have been deployed, it's about 15 ships, including a Marine Expeditionary Unit and the amphibious shipping. So, are they going to stage an Iwo Jima type assault on Venezuela? Probably not. But we have to start looking at what else has been going on in the entire region, whether it's the drugs coming up from Mexico, whether it's Colombia getting still in the cocaine business. So the going in position is, yes, we're going to stop the seaborne assault of drugs coming into the United States. In the long term, you've got a lot of firepower there, and you don't muster it just for the heck of it. So we'll have to see what the president has in mind. But he gave the CIA authorization to conduct operations in Venezuela over a month ago. So there's a lot going on down there.
Interesting. You mentioned the Iwo Jima, and if our control room, pardon me, can put up the map again, the Iwo Jima is one of the ships that is present there in the Caribbean. What about detractors, though, who say, you're spending a lot of money on this show of force, whether you use those ships or not, and if you're not going to use them, that's a waste. What do you say?
I'd say that they're offering a red herring, because those sailors, soldiers, airmen, Marine, and Coast Guardsmen are going to be paid whether they're there or somewhere else on the planet. The ship was on deployment. The ships that are down there were on deployments anyway. They've just been repositioned. So this is, I think this is the going in position is stopping the drugs. The broader picture here is this is the United States hemisphere. Do not come and play here, because everything you're playing is dirty, and we're going to stop it.
Senator Rick Scott of nearby Florida talks about what the Maduro regime really represents. Listen to Senator Scott.
Look, the thing about Maduro, Maduro's not the president. He's not the duly elected president of Venezuela. He's the head of drug cartels. It's basically a drug cartel-run country right now. So I think President Trump's doing the right thing. Congress should not slow him down.
But what do you think the mood will be in Congress if the president decides to take some kind of military action?
Well, I think it will be a slight majority in favor and a smaller minority against, as it has been since he took the oath of office this time. He has a divided Congress, absolutely. Some Republicans would probably fall into that category as well, as not supporting if it's direct military action. I don't believe he will take direct military action in Venezuela, and he pretty much said so recently. So whether he wants to send that message to Maduro that he's on borrowed time, and we don't understand, because we don't have insight into what the psychological operations and the clandestine operations that are taking place inside Venezuela now. We don't know what fruit those operations will bear. But Maduro stole the last election. Our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has been very insistent on saying that he is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. And the recent award of the Peace Prize to Maria Machado goes further into saying that the Democrat opposition to Maduro is supported by the vast majority of the free nations of the world.
It's a wealthy country that has been hijacked by a bunch of thugs, and it's unfortunate what's happening to the people in Venezuela, many of whom have fled the country. Retired Navy Captain Chuck Nash. It's good to have you on, Chuck. Thanks.
Nice to be back with you, John.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.